received my wear ring. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the freezer before I install it. Okay, I'm gonna rebuild the jet pump. There's the rebuild kit, the bearings and such. There's the cone I took off of here and drained the oil out. I have the tool to take the impeller out and I'll hold back with this wrench and use a 13.5 inch on this side to hold back. I'll take this out, then I'll cut the wear ring out. I have the new wear ring in the refrigerator, in the freezer that is, so I could slide it in easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up and take it apart. Here it is. Shove it in there. I think it's a normal thread. We'll see. Let me do this. Oh shit! I think it's best if you had a jig. I'm gonna put this on the floor and do it. All right, after about a million turns, holding back on this, it's loose. That was a pain in the ass to get this off. Red, Loctite. Red freaking Loctite. All right. The bearings have to do the press thing. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the wear ring out. I think what I'll do, I'll take I have a oscillating saw. I'll put it at an angle. I'll cut a chunk out of here and then chisel it out. That should set it free. We'll see. That's right here. This freaking tool here. Boom, got the tool out. There's the prop. There's no gouges. There's no dents in the prop. So I'm gonna clean it up, and I think I'm also gonna polish it. But I think the prop looks pretty good from my limited experience. So, time to cut that out. Alright, I'm gonna see if this tool will do it. I think I gotta turn this to the side here. It's just so yeah, here it is. Just cracked it out with a chisel and good to go. Seems to be an oil on here. Okay, so this has been in the freezer. It's pretty chill. I guess I can just put it in by hand, huh? Let's see. got to seat all the way against the back wall, which it is to me. Okay, it's in there like swimwear. Main thing, you want to make sure it's seated against the brass back here. No gaps. I got a socket that fits the size of the chaser on the bearing. Alright, attempt number 2. Got the other shipment. I oiled the outside of these and I oiled the inside of here. I am going to initially drive it in a little bit with a hammer and a socket on both sides. And then I have a plan. Hopefully it works. We'll see what happens. If not, I'll see how close I can get, but I won't drive it in all the way. And if I have to, I'll go to a machine shop and have them finish it off. But let's see what happens. That's fine. I'll do the other side here. Like I said, it's oiled up on the inside here and outside of the bearing. All right. Bearing like halfway in there. The other bearing, about the same. My plan is to use the 2 sockets in this bolt to sort of sandwich it together so they're on the same angle. Let me show you. So I'll put a washer, a socket, put it through, then I'll put another, I have 2 of these. I'll put another socket on the other side, washer, and see if I can make it work. Stay tuned. Okay. All right, it's very important these are centered. So get the socket centered on there. Get the socket centered on that bearing. And I'm going to tighten them down and watch how close they get. I'll get them a few millimeters short of where they should be, and I'll make sure the shaft fits in there nicely. See the bearing on both sides is shorter where it should be. I'm going to take it off and see if the shaft fits in there without binding up. These bent a little bit. I think next round here I'm going to use these thicker ones. Let's see. Okay, this technique is proven to be much better than my last one. Look at it, it's spinning smoothly. So yeah, I'm going to continue with my little tool here. It seemed to help out when I put thicker washers, because these ones were bending and kind of skewing everything. But for the most part, these sockets should be true on the edges, right? Yeah, let me put it in the rest of the way. I mean, look at that. Better, way better. So I drove these down, just short of being seated properly. This needs to go like 2 millimeters down. So now I'm gonna put my little tool on here and true it up. Let's see how it works. All right, so I have it close to where it needs to be, very close. And I have the sockets lined up. So I'm gonna give it like a turn and a half, and it should true it up. See what happens. Time to true it up. A little bit more. Okay. See what happens here. All right. Spins freely. I'll put the other bearing in and washer, grease it up, fill it with oil, close it up, and get it ready to install. Alright, so boom. I'm not going to grease this up. I'll oil it up a little bit, but let's see. This is all going to get oiled up when I fill it with oil. But I'll put a little bit in there. Good. Just a little bit. It's regular. tight. I'm actually put this on the floor and tighten it. It'll be easier. Now you want it tight in there. That's normal. I do see a little bit of space though. I'm gonna ride with that for now. I might need a new prop eventually. Right. As you can see the light through here. Usually it's supposed to be full-time rubbing against here until it rubs itself a path. But it's not much, very little. So I'm gonna tighten this up a little bit more, and then I'll go ahead and put the cone on and fill it up with oil. All right, it's tight. Here's the cone. Here's a seal that goes on the cone. I'll lube up the channel here where the seal goes. Move up the seal a little bit. O-ring. This goes on top, as I understand it. So it'll be like this, because this is the top. Three bolts right here. I'm gonna clean them up, and then I'll put some thread sealer on them. Boom. Looks good. Okay. All right.